Good morning and welcome to Wake Up and Rise, the morning show that brings you the latest information, motivation, and inspiration you need to rise above. I'm your host, Dustin Williams, husband to the last good woman on earth, father to 3 amazing kiddos, and Kentucky's favorite real estate expert. Each episode is designed with you in mind, providing you with insightful tips, daily inspiration, and strategies to succeed. So grab your cup of coffee, settle in, and let's rise together because it is time to wake up and rise. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wake Up and Rise, the morning show that brings you inspiration, motivation, and the latest tips to help you rise above and thrive. That's right. I'm your host, Dustin Williams, coming to you live from my new to me old house here in Paris, Kentucky. It is October the 29th. October is basically gone, y'all. And it is 6:34 a.m. This is episode 44 of Wake Up and Rise. Can you believe that? And we're about to help you rise above today. We're going to kick your day off with a fresh dose of positivity and purpose, right? Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about a theme that I think hits home to a lot of us. It's all about trusting the process. All about trusting the process. You know, we live in a world where we experience or we expect everything so fast. Like results. I know when I go to the doctor, I don't really go to the doctor, but if I do, you know, the once every 5 years, if they do lab work or whatever, I want any of the labs quick, right? I want them like right then. Success. Like I started my real estate business, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do 30 million this year. Right? Answers. Like sometimes I want the answer right now. Not sometimes. I want it all the time, right now. I'm that guy that wants it right now. Like I'm like, let's get it and get on to the next thing, right? Man, I've had to learn a lot of things in life. Because things do not always go as fast as I want them to. But sometimes, sometimes the most meaningful things takes time. So today, let's talk about why the journey, why the process itself is often more important than the answer, than the result, than the destination. Because that's what everybody wants, but you can't get there without the journey. So let's kick that off with today's inspiration. Okay, here's a quote. Kind of set the tone. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. That's from Robert Collier. I could be saying his name wrong, but I'm just going to roll with it. It's a reminder that each small step that we take matters. Even when we can't see the big picture yet, every single effort counts. There was a young man who worked in a real estate office, right? For years, he put in hours that no one else saw, doing tasks that nobody else wanted to do, that seemed trivial, monotonous. But he trusted the process. He stayed consistent. He kept learning and developing. And today, he's one of the top agents in the nation. You know, his story shows that real success doesn't happen overnight. It's all those small, consistent efforts that build us up and get us where we are meant to be. So I want you guys to think about that. Think about the small steps that you are taking today. Even if they seem minor to you, even if it seems like it doesn't matter, they add up to something great. You can't get to where you want to be without doing those things that nobody else wants to do, without doing those small things that seems like they don't matter. That's how you get there. So embrace that journey. And what does that even mean? What does it mean to embrace a journey? Often we get so focused on where we want to go that we miss the significance of the path that we're on right now. We overlook the growth, the lessons, the resilience that we are building right here along the way. So think about it. When you go through challenges, you come out the other end stronger. When you face setbacks, you gain perspective and wisdom. Those little victories that you get along the way, they remind us that we are progressing. Even if the final goal seems so far off, you're getting somewhere. So take a moment to recognize your progress, however small it might feel. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Because those small victories, those little steps forward, they are meaningful, y'all. It's how you get to where you're going. They're part of the journey that you'll look back on and you'll appreciate. And how do you keep going when things get tough? When the process feels long and you start doubting the path? I'm going to give you some practical things here, right? Got some strategies to help keep you motivated and committed. First, keep a journal. Write down every small win, every lesson learned, every time you push forward despite the challenges. You will be amazed at how looking back on your journey can lift your spirits. You will. You really will. Number 2, celebrate the small victories. Like I said, don't wait for that big end goal to recognize your hard work. I'm not saying you have to throw a party every time you do something small, but celebrate in some way. Take the time to celebrate every step that you take. And number 3, surround yourself with positive influences. Who you surround yourself with matters. So stay connected to people who inspire you and remind you of why you started what you're doing. Be around those who lift you up. It's crucial when you're working towards something meaningful. All right, guys. That's really all that I have for today's show. It's all about trusting the process, right? So as we wrap up today's episode, here's my call to action to you guys. Take one small, meaningful step today that brings you closer to where you want to be. Even if it feels small, which is what I want. I want you to take one small, meaningful step today that brings you closer to your goal, to where you want to be. Trust that each step is part of something bigger. Trust the process. Trusting the process is more than just patience, y'all. It's about believing that the path you are on has purpose. Even if you don't have all the answers right now, each small effort that you make is building a foundation for something absolutely incredible. It'll help you get to where you want to be. So don't forget that. Trust the process. Take the small steps. And know that every time you do something that maybe seems like it's not meaningful right now, it'll get you where you want to be. Thank you for joining me this morning on Wake Up and Rise. If you like the show or if you think this was helpful to somebody, share this out on your feed. Send it to somebody that you know. Or just tell somebody about the show so we can change their lives, so we can build a community up of people we can lean into and lift each other up. And remember, wherever you are on your journey, just trust in it. Keep going. Rise with purpose every day. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. for another inspiring start to your day here on Wake Up and Rise. So until then, stay motivated, stay inspired, keep taking those small steps, trust the process, keep on rising, and get out there today, guys. Get out there today and shine.